Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be like a full week of workouts and plus my like current updated like workout split. I know I've done one of these before, but I have got like a few messages to do another one, and also my current split has actually changed over the past few weeks, so I feel like I should include that in a YouTube video. So that is what this week's video is going to be. I'm not going to blab on too much because I do have like a full week's worth of footage that I need to get, but today is leg day. It's glutes and hamstrings day for me. I just kind of want to show you what workouts I've kind of been up to lately. Obviously they all kind of like look the same ish, apart from obviously like a couple other exercises and stuff, but they more or less look the same from like week to week. So if you want to see what that is looking like at the moment for me, then keep watching. Okay guys, let's get straight into it. So I'm going to be doing a dynamic warm-up as always. It's so important to do dynamic warm-ups before lifting your weights. You want to do kind of more static stretches after your workouts, and you want to keep these dynamic warm-ups pre-workout. So just doing a lot of hip openers like always, making sure that I'm fully loosened up to reduce injury as much as possible. So I do each of these exercises for around 30 seconds each, and my warm-ups last for around 10 minutes, but you want to be actively making the effort to make sure that your warm-ups are thorough to reduce injury as much as possible, and to make sure that you are limbered up and loosened up to help you actually lift more in the gym as well. So going in with the holy grail of glute exercises as always first, which is hip thrusts. So it's so important to do some warm-up sets before you go straight into your top working set. So the next couple of sets are warm-up sets for me, and then when I got to my top set, I'm pretty sure I did 4 sets of 8 reps. But with hip thrusts, as always, you want to keep your chin tucked in, and you want to have your pelvis kind of like scooped under, as if you're kind of like scooping out some ice cream. And I think it's lots of personal preference as to where your shoulder blades go on the box. Obviously it's due to height and stuff, but I find it most comfortable for me to have the bottom of my shoulder blades on the edge of the box. So I don't have it all the way up my back, and I don't have it all the way onto my lower back. So then this is me going into my top working set. I can't remember how much weight it was, but looking back at this now, I was actually doing 10 reps. So I did 4 sets of 10 reps, and instead of just doing normal reps, I was doing pulsed reps at the top, which means I was just adding a little bit of a pulse at the top. This just emphasises some extra tension onto the glutes rather than anywhere else like the hamstrings. And then this is just me doing some deload sets, which is also important just to get a bit more volume in. So we're now going on to a deadly superset for the glutes. So it was dumbbell RDLs supersetted with dumbbell sumo squats. Now with the RDLs, I like to keep my feet fairly close together with a bend in my knee and hinging at the hips, with my head and my chin facing the floor as well, and having my upper body kind of like folded forwards, as you can see here. No hyperextending when I get to the top, just keeping constant tension in the glutes. I think I did 10 reps of each exercise here, and I did 3 sets, but this was just insane for the glutes. And then when you're doing the sumo squats, obviously you've got a sumo stance, your feet are fairly wide apart, and you want to keep constant tension in the glutes here as well, with no hyperextending at the top and also hip hinging at the hips. As you can see, I was actually dying here. My glutes were on fire, but obviously best pain in the world. But next we're going to go on to dumbbell Bulgarian split squats, the absolute devil, but they are so good for the glutes if you crack down on the right form. So in my personal preference, I like to just use 1 dumbbell and have 1 out to the side just for a little bit of support, but for better connection in the glutes rather than the quads, you want to have your front foot more further out rather than close to the bench. You want to have it further away from the bench, and hip hinging at the hips. As you can see, my upper body is not straight up to the ceiling. It is sort of like folded over forward a little bit, and my head and my chin are also facing the floor, which helps get me a really good glute connection. And then I did 10 reps with the weight, and I supersetted it with 10 bodyweight ones, which was just absolutely killer. And also, I used to find that my grip strength often gave in a lot quicker than my actual muscles that I'm trying to work, and I used to find myself actually having to drop the dumbbells just because my grip strength was just hurting so much and it was just hurting my hands. So if you do struggle with this as well, I do recommend getting some straps. It just helps to take a lot of the load off of your hands and your forearms, and helps put most of the load onto the muscles that you're actually trying to work. So now we're going to be doing a good bit of hamstring isolation. I love doing these at the end of my workouts as it works the hamstrings in their lengthened position, and I personally get a really good connection with this movement. So I did 3 sets of 12 reps here, and this is the kind of exercise that you would kind of want to add more volume in and just get a little bit of extra hypertrophy in. But yeah, that was it for the glute and hamstring workout. I would have liked to do a little bit more glute isolation, but I was short on time, and the hip thrust is obviously very good glute isolation movement. So yeah, good workout overall. Okay guys, that was it for today's session. It was a tough one. It was actually quite short, to be honest. I have actually got to go to work in 4 minutes. So I didn't manage to do as much like isolations for the glutes as I would like, but it was still a good session overall, and obviously it's a lot of isolation. We're doing hip thrusts anyway on the glutes, so I'm not too fussed. But yeah, I did a split squat superset today as well, and I don't usually feel Bulgarians in my glutes like that much no matter what I do, but I really got a good connection with them today, so I'm really pleased with that. Hey guys, so today is Tuesday. Today is push day. Let me show you the fit for today. So I've got Honor Active Classic 2.0 seamless long sleeve top. Also got Honor Active shorts underneath here, but then I've just put joggers over the top because why not? Yeah, that is the fit for today. I need to sort this hair out. I don't really know what I want to do with it. I should have probably just left it like that, to be honest. But basically today, well, the other day on my last push day, I shoulder pressed 20 kgs for the first time ever. Like, I just tried it. I was like, oh fuck it. And it went well. I can't really remember exactly how many I did. I feel like I did like 3 or 2, but I really want to get 5 today. Might be being a little bit too optimistic, but I do really want to aim for 5. So if I don't get it, it's alright, but I will be a bit annoyed. Alright, it's just staying like that. I'm not changing it. But I am trying a new flavour of Monster because why the fuck not? I don't really know how I expect to get these 20s up for 5 reps with no caffeine whatsoever. So basically, I used to take pre-workout, right, but it was like such a shit one. Like, it was just rubbish. It made me like so tingly, and also made me absolutely shit my pants as soon as I had it. So like, I would have it and then get to the gym, like, I just need to shit the whole time, and it just ruins it so much. Why does it have to do that? I don't know if that's like with every pre-workout, because to be honest, that's the second ever pre-workout I've ever actually tried in my life. Oh, my heart just skipped a beat there. What are you doing to me? I'm gonna do shoulders, chest and triceps, and then my boyfriend's ill, so he's not training, but I'm literally going to the gym, and then I'm gonna go pick him up, and then we're gonna go back to the gym to go in the steam room and the pool. I'm just the perfect girlfriend. He couldn't ask for anyone better than me, could he? Like, let's be real. So I need to get a bikini. I'm gonna go for this blue bikini. Anyways, I'll shut up now. And I'll just see you at the gym. Hopefully not failing those 20s, so I'll see you there. Okay, let's get ready to rumble. So, I was obviously trying to work up to 20 kgs in this set, so it's so important to do some warm-up sets before you go into a top working set. I also did actually do some dynamic warm-ups before, I just didn't film them. It's really helpful to do those with some bands, like a long band, or with some light dumbbells. So as you can see, I started off with 15 kgs. I think I just did about 10 reps here, because although you want to warm up the muscles, you also don't want to tire the muscles before you go into your top set. So this was 17.5 kg here. I don't think I did many reps there as well, but this is a top set. I was quite nervous here actually, but I managed to get them up. But recently I've been doing the 20 kgs. On the first set it goes absolutely swimmingly, like it's absolutely fine, and then the second set my left arm just gives in and it just won't bring the dumbbell up. It's just not having it, and I've been experiencing that for the past few weeks, so I'm really just trying to build that up so that I can do like 3 to 4 sets as them being my working sets. But obviously my left arm is weaker like most people. But yeah, I was happy with that. I think I got 4 reps there. I tried to push for a 5, but I don't think it really counted. Then I did some deload sets with some 15s, and then I went into some 10s as well, I think, just to add a little bit more volume. Next I went into some dumbbell Arnold press, so I like to keep these quite light, and I like to keep the movement fairly slow and controlled when I'm bringing the weights down. A lot of people say that these have no benefit whatsoever, but I find I get a good connection in my shoulders here. Although they may not be necessary, I do just like adding them into my routine, just as a little bit more volume and hypertrophy, and I personally do like them for the shoulders. Okay, so next we're going to be working the chesticles. So these were 15 kgs for me. I've kind of been stuck on this weight for a while, but I've not actually tried to increase it. I've not gone out of my way to increase it, just because this is the first few, like, couple of months actually that I have actually been training chest. Before that I never used to actually train chest. And I don't really need to, but I am very small chested as it is, and I think I just got scared that it would make it even worse. But I usually do 8 reps with these 15s, but I am looking to go to 17.5s in my next session, but I did 4 sets of those. And then this is a really good exercise. I get a really good connection in this. It's a single arm seated shoulder press, and then I supersetted it with alternating dumbbell, like, side to sides. I don't really know what you call these, to be honest. But I'm pretty sure I did 10 reps of each. So I did 10 reps of the single arm ones, and then I did 10 reps of the alternating ones, as in 1 on each side is 2 reps. So then I went into a bit of shoulder isolation. So these are a ride or die for me, cable lateral raises. So I used to do these with dumbbells, however I find that I get a better connection with the cables. It just adds a little bit of tension. So I think I did 12 reps here. I think it was 10 to 12 reps, and I did 3 sets. But yeah, as always, you want to kind of keep the movement quite slow, and my arm is a little bit too bent here. You want to keep it a little bit more straight out. But if you want to be humbled, do this exercise, because I could barely even do the second weight down. I almost had to actually take the pin off and just put it on the top. But such a good shoulder exercise. Moving on to triceps, so I love to do a drop set with the cable rope pushdowns. So these are a ride or die exercise for me as well. I get a really good connection in my triceps, and obviously it's a very good exercise to do something like a drop set, just to really tire the triceps. Obviously you don't want to be doing excessive amounts for your triceps. But I think I did 8, 10 and then 12. Obviously drop the weight down as I go, but you want to keep your elbows and stuff as close to your body as possible, and when you bring the weight down you want to really straighten your arm out and kind of like separate the rope. But then for the last exercise for this workout, I went into barbell tricep extensions, which obviously laid down like this, and I also get a really good connection in this exercise. You want to keep your elbows tucked in again, and you want to keep this movement slow and controlled as well. I think I did 12 reps here as well. Okay guys, push session is done. That was actually really good. I got the 20s, but I got it for 4, not 5, but I'm still quite happy with that. As I was saying, I'm pretty happy with that, as that was an improvement from last time. But yeah, that was today's session. I'm actually going to come back here in a little bit to go into the steam room, but I will see you guys tomorrow for my pull day. Hey guys, so today is Wednesday. Today is pull day for me. I'm doing back and biceps today. I'm not going to blab on, I'm just going to go straight into the workout. Actually, I'll just quickly show you my outfit first. So it's all interactive as always. This is the oversized graphic tee with the effortless deep top leggings, and then this is just the classic seamless 2.0 bralette. You can't see the back of it, but oh well, you'll see it in the gym. So yeah, I'll see you guys when I get to the gym. So next up is back and biceps. So I think this was Wednesday for me. I usually like to do back and biceps on a Wednesday, but I have been really trying to test my pull-up ability at the moment. I really like to do this as a warm-up. Obviously it's a really good bodyweight exercise, and it's just really good to overall strengthen your whole back. But I was just doing this AMRAP, so as many reps as possible. And I'm not really counting this here, but I got 11 the other week, but I think I might have got 10 here. But yeah, I like to keep it slow and controlled. Make sure you're going all the way down when you come back down and not just doing half reps. Yeah, I did 3 sets here, but obviously you've got to expect that on the second and third set you're not going to be able to get as many reps, obviously, because your body is going to be tired and you're obviously going to get the most of your reps in your first set. But this was my second set, and obviously, as you can see, I didn't get as many reps as before, but my back was all fired up. So I did this as well as some dynamic warm-ups with a long band as well. Next up, we're going to be going into lat pull down, which is like a holy grail exercise for me. Never fails to let me down, but I like to do 4 sets of 10 reps on this usually, but I really get a good connection in my lats here. If you don't do this exercise already, you should definitely try and incorporate it into your routine, but you don't want to be doing too much swinging with this movement, and you want to keep it quite slow and controlled. So next we're going into quite a similar movement to the last one. It's just a little bit of a different movement. Obviously I've got the different cable attachments on here, and I am doing these single arm as well. So this movement allows me to get a real good stretch in my lats. Obviously, as you can see, I'm kind of bringing my arm really far up and really testing my lats and stretching them, but I find the cable attachments really good to get a better connection in my lats as well. But I think I did 10 to 12 reps on each arm here for 3 sets. Next up, we're going to be going into a superset on the cables. Now, this first exercise that you're going to see me doing is my favourite back exercise of all time. So I started doing it a couple months ago, and I've never got such a good connection in my back from doing a back exercise. Now, you want to reach down quite slowly. You want to keep it quite slow and controlled. That's the trick. And then when you get to the bottom, you obviously want to get a good stretch, and you want to kind of bring the cables all the way to the bottom. But you can either use one of those triangle attachments, or I'm using just 2 separate cable attachments here just due to the superset that I am doing. Obviously I've gone straight into these single arm cable rows, which are also so good as well. Moving on to biceps, so as I said, I like to do drop sets on the cables here for my arms. So like I did with triceps yesterday, I'm doing the same with my biceps today. So I did 8 reps and then 10 reps and then 12 reps, obviously dropping the weight each time, but this just really helps tire the biceps and just adds a lot of volume and hypertrophy into my bicep routine. So then lastly, I'm going to be going into hammer curls, so I'm using 10 kgs here, keeping the movement quite slow and controlled, and I think I might have done 10 to 12 reps here of 3 sets. So I did actually superset those hammer curls just with regular bicep curls as well, as you can see. Okay guys, that was it for today's session. I actually really enjoyed it, but I was stuck for time again, but it was still good, so I'm alright. I'll see you tomorrow for my leg day. Morning guys, and happy Thursday. As you can tell by my voice, I'm bunged up. My boyfriend has literally just like had a really runny nose and is like bunged up and stuff, and then now I've got it. Luckily I feel like alright within myself, but my nose is just like blocked. But anyway, I'm still going to the gym, so I'm going to show you my outfit. I'm wearing an Underactive oversized t-shirt and an Underactive sports bra, and then these Gymshark shorts. I think I'm gonna like pull this top up so that it's like more cropped. But if you do want to shop anything Underactive, I do have an affiliate link in the description, which I'd appreciate so much if you did shop through it. But yeah, today is quads and calves. Probably my favourite day of the week at the moment, so I can't wait to take you guys through it. I'm going to literally take you through what has been such an intense quad workout for me recently, but I've been absolutely loving it, so you definitely need to try it if you haven't already. But yeah, I think I'm going to put a hat on as well. My hair tied up. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, I'm going to head to the gym now, so I'll see you there. Here we are yet again for another leg day. So I think this is my like favourite day overall, like out of everything at the moment. It's my quads and calves day. I just absolutely love it. But here I am starting off with some dynamic warm-ups as always. I showed you a little bit more than I did for my glutes and hamstrings one the other day, just because I like to focus on doing a little bit more hip opener stuff when I'm doing quads, just because I am doing more squatting, and obviously you want to make sure that you are fully like warmed up and your hips are opened up for when you are doing squats. But as I said, for my glutes and hamstrings day, I do these for around 30 seconds each, and just try and keep it as thorough as possible, just so that I'm not missing anything out and I feel fully stretched out, just to reduce injury as much as possible. And then I go into some bodyweight squats, and then I went into some squats using just the barbell. Obviously it's still a little bit of weight, but obviously not much at all, just before I go into my working sets. So going into my working sets here, I did 4 sets of 8 reps with this movement, and obviously as this is my quads and calves day, I like to keep the emphasis on my quads as much as possible rather than anything else. So I like to keep my feet a little bit closer together rather than at more of a sumo stance, and the key with this is to just try and keep it as slow and controlled as possible. You don't want to be rushing anything with this. Nailing down the movement of squats is like really difficult, so if you are struggling, definitely lower the weights and focus on your form, but you want to be keeping your knees in a straight line rather than them wobbling apart. And I don't hip hinge as much here just because it is my quad day, so I don't want to be engaging the glutes and the hamstrings as much. But now we're going to be going on to the hack squat. Now this is like my favourite thing to do on quad day. It absolutely kills me. So I do 5 slow reps, and then I go straight into 5 quick reps, and then go straight into 5 slow reps again, and then finish off with 10 to 15 quick reps. Honestly, I actually can't walk after I do this. If you haven't done this before, you need to try it. I usually do 2 to 3 sets here. It depends how I'm feeling. Sometimes I don't really make it to the 3rd set, but it's just horrible. And obviously because it is like quad focus for me on this day, I keep my legs pretty close together and my knees quite close together rather than in a sumo stance. So now going into probably my second favourite quad exercise. I've been loving doing this at the moment. So you want to grab a heavy dumbbell and you want to grab a plate as well to go underneath your heels. You can't really see it in this clip, but I've just got a pretty small plate underneath my heels so that they are elevated. But you want to grab a heavy dumbbell and you're going to be doing it goblet style. So you're going to be holding it the way that I'm holding it here, and you're going to go straight into a squat, into a lunge on each leg. So squat, lunge, and then lunge. And then I do 8 reps here, and 1 rep of a squat and 1 rep of a lunge on each leg is 1 rep, and I do that for 3 sets. Now going on to some quad isolation. So I'm going on the quad extension, as you can see, and I've got a medicine ball behind my back. This is just because the seat doesn't adjust to a point of where I feel comfortable with it, so I prefer doing a medicine ball. And I find that having my body kind of further forward rather than leaning back into the seat puts more emphasis on my quads. Shout out to Chrissy Cella for showing me that tip. It really does work, and it just adds a lot of extra strain onto the quads. But I think I did a drop set here. I love doing drop sets on the quad extension. I usually do 6 and then 8 and then 10 and then 12, and I repeat that twice, but obviously you're going straight into each different reps. Obviously it's called a drop set. I go straight from the 6, straight into the 8, straight into the 10, and then straight into the 12, but it's absolutely killer. And then obviously finishing off with the bane of my absolute life, calves. I do not enjoy training calves at all, but I like to do a little superset at the end just so that I am kind of optimising the time that I actually do train calves, which is obviously only once a week and literally like 2 exercises. But I supersetted it with this calf extension machine and then these standing bodyweight calf raisers on a little plate underneath my feet. Okay guys, that was it for today's quads and calf session. I think the next time I see you, I'll be doing full body, or I might just have 2 rest days this week and then do my cardio and abs on Sunday because I'm super busy on Saturday, but then tomorrow's Friday, and if I'm doing full body I don't really want to be doing legs seeing as I've just done legs, so I'll just see how I feel, but I might be having 2 rest days this week, I'll see. But yeah, I'll see you for my next session whenever it is. Hey guys, so today is Sunday. Today is my last workout of the week. I am doing cardio and abs today, so I'm gonna film this workout and then I'm gonna kind of like finalize the whole video just a little bit later on. But I'm going to do cardio and abs, so I'm doing some sprints, an ab circuit, and then on the Stairmaster. So I'm also going to finish off like going in the steam room as well, but obviously can't really film that and it's not a workout, but I'm just telling you that that's what I'm doing. It's kind of like a Sunday reset ritual. I'm kind of like really enjoying it. It's just really like refreshing doing like some sprints and getting really sweaty and then like going into the steam room. But yeah, you should try it. You should try it sometime. Happy Sunday, people. So this is my favourite Sunday session ever. I've started doing this over the past couple of months. It's cardio and abs, but I am using my EHP supplements just to fuel me on for this session. And I do have an exciting announcement that I am actually working with EHP. I'm an EHP athlete, and I do have a code which is just MIA, which gets you some money off. But we're going to go straight into some warm-ups. Obviously, as always, I feel like I've banged on this video about warm-ups so much, but they are just so important, and I want you to realise how important they actually are within your routine, and you need to be taking extra time out of your workout to be doing these warm-ups and cool-downs as well. So obviously doing hip openers and stuff, because I'm doing sprints today, which is kind of rare for my body, so it does kind of like shock my body, and I need to be making sure that I am warming up and stuff and making sure I am very mobile before doing my sprints. So what I like doing is I like going on to speed 11 and I do 20 seconds on and 20 seconds off. However, I did do 11.5 the other day and it did feel a lot quicker than 11, but yeah, I have started doing it on 11.5, but I was doing it on 11 here, and I am not the best at cardio, so this kind of like warm me down is really, I find it really difficult. So after I've done my sprints, I like going into my ab circuit. This is just the order that I like doing it in. I like to start off with a bit of cardio, have abs in the middle, and finish off with a bit of cardio. So I do 30 seconds of each of these exercises and I complete it for 3 rounds. So as you can see, I have a timer on my phone. I don't really know what each of these exercises are all called, but obviously, as you can see what I'm doing, so I don't really need to explain too in depth. But yeah, I do each for 30 seconds. However, the plank that I do at the end is for 1 minute. And I complete those all for 3 rounds. And then I just like to finish off with a good old bit of Stairmaster. So I like to go on the Stairmaster for 15 minutes and I do it on speed 10. But yeah, this just gets me really sweaty to finish off after I've done my sprints and my abs, and then I like to do a little bit of a stretch and a cool down at the end. Okay guys, that was it for today's session. That was a tough one. I'm knackered. But yeah, I'm just going to jump in the pool and the steam room for like probably the next like half an hour, 45 minutes. But that is it for this week's full week of workouts. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you want to see another one and I can film another one, because obviously I don't do the same like exercises every single week. So yeah, just let me know if you want to see another and I'll make another one. But yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.